Welcome to a Moveable Beast. What reading number is this? How many have we had? You're in charge of the counting. I'm not in charge of the counting, baby.
18.
Okay, welcome to our
17.
Is this our 18th then?
I think this is actually our 17th.
Welcome to our 17th Moveable Beast. Thank you for all who have made it to all 4 venues. Thank you for all signing up. So, would like to thank, before we were here, we were at Solar Culture downtown. Before we were at Solar Culture downtown, my friend had a salon and he had a backyard and we weren't there. But now we're here at the Spark Project Collective, and we're really excited about that for a variety of reasons. One, they're kind of acting as our fiscal sponsor, so we're a program under them, and that's really pretty remarkable. And two, they provide us with this space for free. We do a little floor mopping. I do not do any floor mopping. David does a little floor mopping.
Yeah!
And we are just thrilled to be here. So we always want to thank Johnny and Kay and just celebrate the endeavor of the Spark Project Collective, which has a really amazing tattoo apprenticeship program, as well as a metaphysical program and a lot of metaphysical things. Like there is a vision board co-support group, and there's us. Are you in that? Yeah. And there's us, and we're trying to move the space open for more other things. There may be flamenco, which is all I think about. Flamenco singing here in February, just saying. Anyways, Moveable Beast is presented by Sonorous Anchorite. Sonorous Anchorite is a press and a reading series and a chapbook series and a variety of other things. But the biggest thing that Sonorous Anchorite is David Weiss.
He mops the floors.
He mops the floors. He does the things. I get to be the senior advisor in case I need to lie down and tell anybody I can't do it anymore, which happens all the time. So, the point of Moveable Beast is we build community by failing better. Lots of places like you when you're doing your best, finest work. But where do you go when you have something you want to see how it feels to do, or you want to try something really loony? I'm a writer, a poet. I'm a relatively good poet. Could be better. But the thing that I know is absolutely true in my case is that, almost everything I do fails. I just love failure. I just lean into it because what I'm looking for is a surprise in the middle of language. And that's the only way I'm going to get there. So this community, this reading reflects both David and my sense of adventure when it comes to art. That said, if you know somebody who would like to do something here, please invite them. It could be wonderful. It could be terrible. We've seen a lot of things. We once saw a guy rebirth himself through a chair. That was my favorite. It was awesome. He's a noise musician. I thought he was going to do noise. He's like, no, I'm here without my instruments. Anyways, it was awesome. There's a couple of other things. On November 3rd, in this space, we'll be having a sewing party and book launch for Ashhook's chapbook, which Surviving the Post-Moment Apocalypse. I think we will. When does that start? I have no.
It's
give me the things.
6:30.
Okay, so
The sewing will start at 6:30. The reading at 7.
The sewing will start at 6:30. The reading at 7. If you come early, we'll give you pizza. Pizza. We're gonna right here, yeah.
Or it might be 2 doors down.
It could be in the if it is, there will be signs. I cannot sew.
It's Thursday, November 2nd.
November 3rd.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday. I'm sorry, Thursday and Friday I have a really hard time with. It's like left and right. I keep thinking that, for some reason, a Moveable Beast and the word Thursday seem to sit together very well. the way Friday doesn't in my head, but that just might be my bad synesthesia. Okay, so that'll be Ash Hook's there. Ash Hook is really pretty amazing. You know, she came in talking about how she's this confessional poet because she's always talking about things that are happening in her life and the fact that, you know, she survived Mormonism and that she's a school teacher, and she writes, you know, about like school shooting tragedies, and somebody at one point told her, "You're a confessional poet." And I said, and so I always say she's a political poet. And I think somewhere between the both is two, but both are good. So that is November 3rd, 6:30 for pizza and sewing, and 7 o'clock for the book clubs. And the next Moveable Beast will be November 17th. And we have no idea what we're doing for that. We're hoping to get a beautiful person who is going to play harp. But I have not asked her yet. She was here last time. Harp is great.
She wants to.
What?
She wants to.
I have her card. I'm just a fuck up.
She's busy this time anyway.
We'll try November. Okay, so here's something to say that I'm saying. We are going to. We have a bunch of different poems. We have spoken rants and original songs. We have poems. We have guitar. We have a lot more guitars than usual. We also have, besides those things, we have C. Lawrence and K. Lawrence, C. Lawrence, and Naomi reading for us. Naomi Ortiz reading for us tonight. And so there'll be a break between Naomi and K. K. I'm so sorry. It's like Thursday and Friday. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, my friends, for forgiving my total inability to actually keep it together. But our first person tonight, we are safe space. So if you don't feel safe, let me know. Let David know. Just let just about anybody know except for the person who is harassing you, because we will come to your aid as a mass. And we are more powerful as a mass than we are as little individual bubbles of flesh. So the first person we're having is Rachel, who's reading a poem. Yay!
I'm taking off my glasses because I'm old and I can't see well close with them on. Today is the 17th anniversary of somebody who is like really dear to me. Is like a boyfriend, a confidant, best friend, who is a huge feminist before like anybody really knew what feminism was, I think. And he was just a good person. He's been gone for 17 years, and it's been like really hard to, go without him, but we persevere, and because that's what he taught us. So this is for Marlon Thomas. How to paint a black man. How do you paint a black man's eyes? 1, where do you shade in the darkness of hundreds of years of pain? Do you paint in the deep, broken lines under a black man's eyes? Or that struggle to see, are the struggling to see through the bad? That are struggling to see through the bad. How do you paint the spiteful hate and shame in the face of a black man? How do you paint him to see the greatness in himself when he and other black men before him have been painted in a corner? How do you tell that black man his wheelchair doesn't define him as the black one in a chair? You are not broken, You're not born broken. You're not born bound to a chair, a bed, a house. A wheelchair is just one way of freedom from the corner. They want you to isolate yourself, so you stay out of the way. Fuck that and fuck them. This is how you paint a black man with kind eyes and with kind brown eyes that cry when Buffy's mom dies. A big brother, a loving son, a best friend for every person you meet. That instant love you give can't be beat. You will not paint this black man in a corner. You will paint him as an activist, an advocate, a radical feminist, a poet, understanding, caring, compassionate, and a proud disabled black man. Thank you.
This song, wow, I'm so new at public performing. I'm nervous as all hell.
Nothing.
You're good. You're good.
Thank you for showing up.
Oh, thank you for having me and doing this. Thank you. So, this first song is about as timely as a song could be, given the conflict in the world on more than one front. And it was originally put out in 2008, 2009. I guess it was timely then. It's timely now, and it's called One Day, and it's by the artist Maurice. Okay. Hello.
You got this.
On your side.
Did I say it's called One Day? Yeah, I said that. Okay. Ooh.
Just keep singing and.
Yeah, okay, okay.
I'll be your music stand if
Sometimes
you
I
need it.
lay under the moon, thankful that I'm breathing, and I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I'm here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So negativity surrounds. I know someday it'll all turn around. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for all the people to say that they don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more war, and the children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. It's not about win or lose, 'cause we all lose when they feed on the souls of the innocent, blood-drenched pavement. Keep on moving though the waters stay raging. In this maze you could lose your way, lose your way. It might drive you crazy, but don't let it phase you. No way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So the negativity surrounds. I know someday it'll all turn around. 'Cause all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. This will all change, treat people the same, stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free, and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom. Wow, 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 wow. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day.
Yeah, you could use a clipboard
Yeah,
and put
I'll-
stuff
I'll
on
just
there and
do
prop
that.
it up on the chair.
That would work. Do you have more lyrics?
Do I have the
Do you have
lyrics?
more lyrics?
No, no, I don't need,
Because we could have used the clipboard. I
Oh.
just didn't think of it. until- He's smart and dumb.
no, actually, this one,
Your song was beautiful. Thank you.
thank you so much. Yeah, I'll just do one more, and this one everybody knows, well, they know it by Louis Armstrong. But I'm gonna do, Lucas Nelson did an adaptation of it, or a version of it. I'm gonna do a version on Lucas Nelson's version. What a wonderful world. It's, kind of in contrast to where we are now. Is it a wonderful world? Let's imagine it to be. Wow. Take two. Take two, okay. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Sing along. I see skies so blue, clouds so bright, dark blessed day, dark sacred night, and I think to myself, okay, what a wonderful world. The color of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces as people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? I see children crying. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Sorry.
No problem. The color of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I see children crying. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. Oh shoot. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So we're in the more, better, less failing part of our time. Maurice, thank you so much. That was just, that was sheer pleasure.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mine didn't look like that.
Okay, hi, my name is Lou, and I speak my truth. I'm gonna do 2 poems. The first one is called Cuts. You're black, but you're not really black. A cut. You're intelligent. A scarlet drop. Want to hear a racial joke? Another nick. You talk like you're white. Crimson. I don't see color. Slash. You're a credit to your race. A pool of red. I wish more black people were like you. I dip my quill. You're an Oreo. I write. Thank you very much. This one is heavy and there is violence, but it's like the fucking world we live in. It's heavy and there is violence. It's called Virus. I caught COVID. It was a mild strain and my immune system was strong enough to handle the virus. COVID-19 killed millions of people. A significant number of its victims had compromised immune systems. A healthy 17-year-old captain of a high school football team has a great chance of surviving the most virulent strain, while an 86-year-old chain-smoking diabetic alcoholic could fall to the weakest strain. Trust CNN. Trust Fox News. Trust social media. Trust politicians. Hide in your echo chambers. America has gone from the land of the free to a land held captive by fear. They're coming for your guns. They're coming for your jobs. They're trying to replace you. Those animals from those shithole countries are invading us with fentanyl to addict your children with Hunter Biden's laptop, which has evidence of Dominion's attempt to use chemtrails to put 5G in white men to render them sterile.
If only.
On October 14th, 2023, a 71-year-old white male held a 32-year-old woman by the neck and stabbed her over a dozen times. Then he stabbed her 6-year-old son 26 times. His words to the woman, "You Muslims must die. We have a virus. Hate. We have an immune system. Independent thought. Self-reflection. Love, love, love. Open the door. Walk out. Leave your echo chamber. Listen to your neighbor. Listen to your neighbor. Hear your neighbor. Talk, listen, and hear your neighbor. We must strengthen America's immune system."
I would like to point out, actually, that Elu read us 3 poems because we also got to read his T-shirt.
Yeah.
So let's just be clear about that. So, our next person is Carl, who says he will do a spoken rant original song, and I cannot wait to see it.
Hello, hello all, hello, hello. I am Carl, or as I often introduce myself, I am the interdimensional harmony that known as Carl, manifesting here now. Then they, in a shocked way, say, "Nice to meet you," and I say, "Give it time." So I was late tonight, or I guess early, I didn't quite know what, but I was writing and lost track of time because I wanted to make a poem, but it keeps turning into a spoken word rant, kind of, yeah, here it is.
My stuff.
Oh, wait a minute, not that one.
He's askew.
Oh, uh-oh. Lost it. Oh, well, so, all right, I got this other thing. If you want a voting revolution, well, you know, ranked choice voting has a plan. If we participate in the solution, well, you know, there's a difference we can make if we can. Ranked choice voting gives you better voices, well, you know, and a better conversation come election time. You know it's gonna be alright when ranked choice voting lets us fight the gerrymandering fight. Yeah, you know it's gonna be alright when ranked choice voting gives us the ability to fight the gerrymandering. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. I'm reminded of years ago when I lived on Cape Cod and they wanted to put a wind farm out in the sound of the water where Ted Kennedy could see it, and he got mad. So we had big meetings, and it took 17 years, and at a big auditorium in downtown Boston of MIT's, where they had the Army Corps of Engineers taking testimony from people in the public what they thought of the wind farm. And I got up there and said, well, they just did 2 years of research showing that there's no real issue with it, but it'd be really good for the environment and it'd make the Cape independent of energy. And all the people saying it's a bad idea, well, it's kind of a menu of half-truths. So, how many regulations can the power plants flaunt before they're forever shut down? Yes, and how many particulates must fill our lungs before a clean source can be found? And I really did this. The answer, my friend, is born in the wind. The answer is born in the wind. How many wars must we fight to secure the oil fields in another land? Yes, and how many lies will they tell in their crusade before we stop the blood spilled on the sand? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many wind turbines will it take to replace Sources that leave the world unstable, despite what big business and Dick Cheney would have us believe. Pollution is 100% preventable. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blown in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blown in the wind. The answer is blown in the wind. And after 17 years, the Obama administration put together a completely new thing called a super permit because all of the oil money was fighting to stop utility scale clean energy and stall it as long as possible. We don't know. But then in the end, and Mitt Romney actually heckled him on a beach when he was trying to say it was a horrible idea. And then after 17 years got its permit, but then the Koch brothers and all their other oil allies threatened anyone who dared to fund the project. And then they're about to do it, and then Trump got in, and the foundation, anyway. That's it.
Yay!
Very good.
I'm just a babbling Excel spreadsheet, so you'll have to forgive me for that as well. So, I wrote a book. I wrote 3 books, but this book is called The Name of This Intersection is Frost Broken Up. It was published by Shearsman Press, which is in England, and it's two poems, and one of them is called The Late Winter 30, which I read from all the time because it only has 417 unique words, but yet it's 30 poems. However, this time I'm going to read from Inverse, which is an abecedarium, and I was sort of obsessed with the idea of how can I encompass words and their opposites in one single thing. So, the problem with abecedariums is that, mine is sort of a psychic abecedarium, or, because I'm not going to tell you the words. I'm not going to tell you the opposites. I'm just going to read the poems. I'm not going to read all of them because that would be very boring for you. But inverse. Roots open, rise and run. His faith compared to string notation. Logic required in yet and where. But this cannot, and without it, box step the sun and box step the moon. Abundance in form and eye, never half hollow muscular reflex surface clutched and stung, compared to a factory as peony glimpsed. Come and absolve the resistance, come chance ties, come, expound, breath, intelligible, come shine, come abound in, unfold in, and about go. The name of this intersection is Frost Broken Up. Heavy spar range, heavy phrase, regiment, strands careening. Let us unfurl instead. Weather, see also winter, see also self and the less restricted sense. When she was younger, her limbs a passage, or for to encircle, not to ghost, for to collate, chaos moon, chaos fist, door, chaos fact. Grove hold suggests his branches were fashioned into legs, and she was said to be alphabet and fancers. No, she was misspelled as noose. Egg-faced moon, doubled and younger, stammered up, fist as facts, see also the moon in war and after. Sing in, and the computer responds rupture. Between characters and currents, sing in, or between theories, waking life, ache direction, holy, and punctuate, sing in, over language, sing out. Telephone, and type, contentious. The reader, as in the danger, last letter, plunge head first in, wrap around this recent life and touch. A photocopy of the year's ghost curve. Paradise, interface, velocity, addition, closed, patter, press alphabet, What it teaches at random.
Alright, are you ready for my,
Before disorder, confused, tumble, blooming or wanting, ornament, raised, lucid, opposite, petals marked by the sequence of belonging to the genus chance America of. See also anagram, the human oxide. See also nomenclature gray, text balloon, compared to articulate silicate, compared to countersign, compared to the tongue flowering. Our next reader will be the remarkable Naomi Ortez.
Thanks.
That's it.
Yeah, that's great. All right, thanks everyone. So nice to see and share space with you all. I'm gonna read a few poems, and I'm starting off with a poem that was featured as a poem of the week for an organization called Split This Rock. And it's actually based on a concert that happened at, it's sinking. I feel like that's the thing, you adjust and then it's like, just kidding. Okay. At a concert space here in Tucson. Tonight, Rebellious Resistance featuring Naomi Ortiz. Bass booms opposite my scooter rattles. I am obstruction. I am insurgent crip here, braced for the right to exist as I am, a mestize living for the music as much as the screaming Chicana next to me. Security glares at wheel, inched into aisle. Attempt to blow them a kiss, gets eyebrows pulled together, inward crinkle, face sour as they reach out and shove forward. Scooter seat tries to fold me down into no consent, no personhood. They try to move me into accessible spot too small. No way to scream over pounding rhythm, to fight about lack of access. Attention hinges on degree of breaking the rules. I am a petty offender. They move on. Squeezed between stage and bouncing bodies, I try to surrender to touch. Brace against hard plastic to shield fat body crip. My earrings swing and catch the light. Insert self into swarm of crowd. I am body, breath, machine. Close my eyes and inhale. I exist by defiance. Here, on the bus, at the store, on doctor exam table, sitting at father's kitchen counter, I live on love. I live on anger. I live on no longer giving a shit. I live by sweaty swing face to face with man in charge to confront, persist for civil rights. The question of what I can tolerate before needing relief. Some days it's personal, disquiet inner turmoil, frustrated tears. Some days are all right, fierce demon entitled to be here too. Some days, even armor can't keep me safe. House lights come up. I wait for the crowd to clear. Drunken, coal-lined eyes blink at me. Awkward movement around my scooter, her cane, his unbending legs. With change in light, we go from threat to once again invisible. Even as security urges me, move. Even as trash is swept away. We who remain, our difference is diversity. And protecting diversity is the only way we ensure survival of everything. Woo! So I'm gonna read a couple of pieces. This book came out last August. It's called Rituals for Climate Change, a Crip Struggle for Eco-Justice. Really about my own delving deep into my own fear about climate change in this amazing place we live. and what to do, how to feel. This piece, later, is called Invitation. Rain pounds into earth. Sand expands as it soaks, absorbs, gets soft. This is the moment when life has a chance. Water surges down riverbeds which minutes ago lay barren and dry. Seeds battered by rocky soil sense spaciousness below, seize the moment to send out roots, spring forth shoots. The dark stillness of underground becomes full of surprises as scorpions and centipedes, drawn by rain, trek from hidden burrows beneath the surface, through downpour and wind, chaos, and change, find their way to each other to dance and mate. The desert knows the best times to undress desire. This rolling monsoon storm draws us out to the porch. I like to go to the edge, to be within kissing distance of danger. You prefer the cozy confidence of shelter, staying close to the door. Chaos of storm rattles window panes, awakens senses. Scent of creosote soaks into tongue, throat, and lungs, makes me want to just breathe deeper. Watching rain buck and twist till it slaps to the ground. This release of building tension loosens our shoulders, wakes us both from the drowsiness of heat, the labor of being, startles us into now. A sudden drop in temperature, wind runs cool through my hair, makes me remember how much my fingertips love to feel you. I caress the crease of an elbow, the sun-stained skin etched on the back of your neck. Urgency crackles wet, crashes into my body, unsheaths a bit of joy I had tucked inside. Somehow today, we find each other. In the middle of this chaos and change, possess this moment to cherish soft tenderness as flesh greets moisture. The desert knows the best times to undress desire. This next piece is called The Hunt. In the desert, we peck for moisture everywhere, labor to crack open mesquite's fibrous pods before sticky seeds turn to stone. A race against dry, only a matter of time, precipitation must sink or rise, pull away from itself, alchemize air, or trust gravity, saturate slowly through stones, sand, compact dirt to gather. Precious water. She cannot help but embrace everything she touches. PFOS, Gen X, PFAS. From training to manage catastrophes rage. Non-stick technology tricks. Poisons permeate, all trickle down. Caliche, thick protector. But aquifer has no boundaries. Open, trusting, vulnerable. It is easier to talk about plumes in the well field, groundwater migration, than witness and embrace so fully accepting. It is hard not to recoil from that kind of love, even as we ask her for more and more and more. And I think I'll just do one more piece.
Yes. Please.
My friend Rachel was talking about our friend Marlon, who passed 17, 18, a while ago. Yeah. And I would like to dedicate this poem to him. Ode to Plastic Cups. The goal is for no trash to be sent to landfills, incinerators, or the ocean. Wikipedia Zero Waste Definition 2020. Weight of both reusable glass plus liquid means my wrist twists down the only direction it bends, sends drink to splash on carpets or slippery floor. Worse yet, non-flexing elbow means arm smacks cup across room with accidental gusto at least once a week. Beloved coffee cups shatter into hundreds of pieces. Must dredge energy to clean up now. Hot beverages, my expensive habit. At restaurants, I have to ask for a straw. Slick, perspiring drink, pointless to even try to lift. To lips with fingers, hand, shoulder. Instead, I bat and slide glass across tabletop. Position straw below mouth, sip. Then push it back, nudge, shift. Except every once in a while I miscalculate, or glass bottom catches on table surface to topple and douse eating companion with cold beverage, saturate my clothes and shoes good. Unless the cup is plastic. Oh, chemically bonded vessel with your springy forgiveness. To bounce passively on floor, patiently listless, you wait for me to retrieve you in my own time. Oh, plastic cup with your bright, shiny colors, your fun designs, your resilient sides. As scooter squeezes you between wheel and wall, you may bend, but do not crack where you lie. Weight light, large brim, I can drink straight from the rim. Glossy red party cups sold in long plastic bags last me month-long jags. I stock up, dollar store deals, just what works for my body. Call it an accommodation, this need for plastic cups. As a disabled person, independence is precarious. Daily life and reason constructed upon a wobbly set of crib hacks get me from can't to good enough. Where is my place in zero waste?
Naomi, I found.
Oh, and same.
So, my hands used to be useful, and now they're really not always. And I really like to cook, so I buy things cut up, or I buy things peeled, or I buy things like in a little, like a single orange in a plastic container. And I do it because I don't know how else to engage with my food, because sometimes I can cut things and sometimes my hands are essentially semi-aesthetic objects that we look at but don't actually work very well. And so, you know, so I'll be on Facebook because I'm an old, you know, and I'll be like, and like somebody will put up like a meme like, I can't believe they sell this, and it'll be like a peeled orange in a plastic container. And like people will be like, and I'll be like, well, you know, sometimes I would buy that because I can't do that. And then people will say things like, you know, that's true of nobody. You'd be dead if that's the case. And I'm just like, fuck you. So
You clearly don't understand.
yeah, we are taking a half an album side break.
I'm with you with the hands. I'm with you with the hands.
Mom, oh mom and dad, mom and dad.
I love creating. I love creating.
You want to put the stand in the...
I'm good here. I'm just waiting for everybody else to be wonderful as well.
Hallelujah!
I'm sorry, I am that person. Anyways, okay. David never does this because he's shy. And now you got me. Donations. We have a suggested donation thing. We don't give it to any artist. We give it to try to keep running Sonorous Anchorite. Sonorous Anchorite is solely supported by me and David, even though we do books, and also even though we do books and chapbooks and parties, etc. So, if you'd like to continue to support us to do our supportive things, you may either give us money of any size. We take the small, we take the large, or use your QR code, which I can't do, so I'm not going to recommend you do it anyway. Just saying. Anyways, so like I'm like hanging out on the internet. I'm on Facebook, like, because I said I'm an old, and you know I'm just doing a thing, and somehow I'm talking to some guy. Well, I'm talking to Catherine Daly, and Catherine Daly published my first book, and she is a language poet, kind of, and also something. She's a complicated person. We have a complicated relationship. Anyways, so, just saying. So, how Catherine Daly's current best friend, besides her boyfriend who hates me, anyways. Catherine Daly's best friend, besides is a guy named Christopher. I know that Christopher is a really cool poet, and he is a songwriter. And somehow, he's just like this amazing person. He came right after his bike accident and stayed in my house. And he's just so much good. So anyways, if you have a chance to meet Christopher later, I would recommend it. But the thing that happened with that is that he's like, oh, my friend just moved to the Tucson, and she's wondering what the scene is. So anyway, so I tried to be the charming Facebook messenger, and we went and had coffee, and I realized, oh, this person is completely cool. Yay. And also it was like, just has lots of interesting things. She was also really interested in my Fail Better thing, which is going really badly tonight because all I'm seeing is better, and all I'm not seeing is failing. Step it up, people. Look, I'm reading from like a published book, so clearly I'm not failing, I'm better too, just saying. But anyways, because of that, and I'm sorry I'm rattling out on you people, but I still want your complete and utter attention. I would like to introduce Kay Clarence. Aww. Yay! Thanks for that.
Press this when you want your guitar on.
Okay. Hey, everybody.
Well,
Hello.
would you like to stand out of your way?
I'll move it out of my way. I got it. That's a good idea. I would have just stared through it and not noticed it because my brain doesn't see things sometimes.
You freed yourself.
She played fair.
Okay.
So, thank you for that lovely introduction. I'm really happy that I live in Tucson. And,
We're happy to have you.
yay. Yeah, I love it here. And also, being here in this room has been like, I was saying to my friend Theo and my new friend, whose name I don't know yet, Stella, but I just feel so at home here in this room. Like, I just feel like, yeah, this is amazing. Yeah. So thank you for having me. And I am going to use the opportunity to try to fail. So I have two songs that they're like work in progress songs, kind of. One of them is 3/4 of the way a cover, and the other one's an original that hasn't been coming together completely. So I'm just going to, I don't really know what's going to happen. We're just going to try it. So, oh, did I hit the wrong one? Oh, hey, we're already failing. Sweet. Right on. So it's a, if I say too much about this, I'm just going to freak myself out, but it's a song that's originally by this guy named Dick Blakesley, who was an English teacher in the 50s. And as far as I know, he just wrote one song, which I love, because I don't think many people like just say what they have to say and then shut up. But I certainly don't. So I've been singing it for a long time. It's like a folk song, and it's a good one. I feel like people in this room will want to sing along, so please do. It's a real like sing-along song. And Leonard Cohen wrote a verse, and I've been trying to write a verse for a long time, and so I will say that one of these verses is mine. So that's it. It's called Passing Through. I'm just going to sing the chorus first and then go into the verses so you can hear the chorus, which is the sing-along part.
if you miss it the first time, it's a folk song. So it will happen again, and then again, and then it's gonna happen again, and then it's gonna happen again, so you'll get it. All right.
I saw Adam leave the garden with an apple in his hand. Now that you're out, what are you gonna do? Plant some crops and pray for rain, he said, maybe raise a little cane. I'm an orphan now, I'm only passing through.
Oh, I lied. Here's the chorus.
Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue, glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through.
Oh, somebody knows this.
I saw Jesus on the cross, on a hill called Calvary. Do you hate mankind for what they've done to you? He said, talk of love, not hate, things to do, it's getting late. I've so little time, I'm only passing through. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue, glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. I was with Billie Holiday, she had so much to say. I said, these songs you sing us, are they really true? She said, they're neither false nor true, they're just something that I do to show that I am also passing through. Passing through.
Nice.
Sometimes happy, sometimes blue, glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. I asked Miss Dorothy Day as she knelt with us to pray, what good's your faith that tears the world in two? She said long service in the heart makes reveals not.
I'm gonna just start the verse over. Too many verses by too many different people.
Find a spot, you know.
I asked Miss Dorothy Day as she knelt with us to pray, what good's your faith that tears the world in two? She said long service in the heart reveals not two and none apart. We are all exiles, we're only passing through. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue, glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through.
One more time.
Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue, glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through.
Oh, you guys sound so beautiful, man. That was awesome. I'm like emotional from hearing you all sing. Okay, and nervous. Weird.
Okay, you're nailing the imperfection.
So thank you. I know it.
I don't know, there's a little bit of perfection.
Well, there's a lot of perfection.
Yeah, maybe she'll be a windmill next.
Yeah.
Well, then we can all tilt that.
So I don't want to yammer on too much about this either, but this genuinely is a song that just won't like figure itself out, and I wrote a bunch of those. During COVID, I lived alone in the middle of nowhere, which seemed like a good idea at the time, but spoiler alert, it wasn't really. But I was like in the woods in Mendocino County, which is like this foggy, haunted coastline world, and I didn't know anybody there. And you know, you remember what 2020 was like. So I wrote all these like kind of weird songs, and they're still coming together. And this is a song about a friend of mine who passed away during that time. So I will be finding my way through it. For letting me do that in this space. It's like a very trusting, safe, amazing space, and I've been like totally blown away and emotional by everything that everybody's been sharing. So thank you so much for having me, letting me be here as a newcomer. Right.
So awesome. Yeah.
turn the tuner this one.
The music's good.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Not be properly.
That's it?
Oh, yeah.
One more, get back up there.
You had us in the palm of your hand.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, do three.
Okay.
That's three at least.
Okay, so I'm on, thank you. That's so
And
nice.
now,
I like
for
it
your
when I-
amusement,
okay.
she will soon have you plugged in and ready to play.
Alright. What should I do? Well, you know, okay, I'm gonna sing you an old song that I feel like, well, that
I just realized we totally forced you to do this.
No, I love that. I play music because I like it, so it's good.
It's the encore.
No, this is great.
But if this was a casino, you would have to play your greatest.
I had this like crazy ass day too, and I was like, God, I don't know if I can do this. And then the second I got here, I was like, oh, I'm so happy that I'm here. So, yeah, right? Yes, thank you. Well, this is an older song, but it's about this crazy house that I lived in, and in San Francisco, where I lived for a long time, and it was like one of those 2-bedroom houses that you make into like an 8-bedroom house because you're all poor. I started calling it the House of Wonders because people would move in and like leave a lot of their stuff behind, and somehow we had a rule that we wouldn't throw it away. So there was a lot of stuff. It was a very cluttered house, and
Christmas.
and kind of a dump. I mean, it was like a dumpy apartment above a bar, basically. But I have moved around a lot in life, and home is like a fuzzy concept for me, and so I sort of landed in this like dumpy, weird place, and ended up staying for a very long time. And it was like it was kind of like the only place in my life that ever felt like home, but it was an accident. So I wrote it a love song, and this is that little love song. We're going somewhere else. Okay, here we go. New key. The fisher of men is smoking again. Well, is out working off the wagon. The king of town is broke. His drunk friend forgets the joke. There's still one last place to go they can't imagine. I'm going back one more time again to that living house that always takes me in. I'm going back, I'm going back. If you make one bad move in a dream, wake up way, way downstream. If your soul is in a dangerous state of doubt, there's a pile of broken chairs, 30 volumes on the stairs, and room for one more on the second floor where nothing ever gets thrown out. I'm going back one more time again to that living house that always takes me in. I'm going back, I'm going back more time to live in the house of wonders. May you wake up wise tomorrow, find true friendship in your sorrow, and be heartened by the air surrounding me. May the angels of the house sing to you from heaven's mouth. May you go and serve your fellows when recovery is near. I'm going back, I'm going back one more time to live in the house of wonders again. I can't wait to get to know everybody here more.
Well, Carlin disengages from the apparatus. One of the best things about being a poet, and we have been doing it for so long, and like being in a lot of cities and talking to a lot of people and talking and being, is that the people who the world washes up upon my door to meet are so very remarkable. Case in point, people, thank you so much. That was so beautiful.
This is a fucking amazing event.
So, we're going to do this thing. I'm going to use my executive privilege to tell people what to do. And in this case, I'm going to go poet, guitar, because that's what we got. So, we have Dave. It's going to go David, Theo, Eric, Stella. Is that okay with everybody? Everybody working? That works well? Stella, do you need to be moved somewhere? Would you rather be next? We're all good? Okay, our next reader is David, who is actually the person who makes this thing happen. I just stand here and look pretty. Yay, David,
He mops the floor. Benefit of all. Makes it happen.
Yes, I am a floor mopper.
I'm like the owner of this whole concept.
Yeah, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, I wrote some things. Anyway, thank you, that was amazing. So now I'm faced with a very hard thing to do, which is to try new work after that. Which
Yeah, he's my son, I don't care.
he does.
Sorry.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, it's my father. So I wrote this. Now I'm having to, practice what I preach, which I would rather just read something safe. But this is, I wrote this to be kind of trying to figure out my own love life, which sucks, but that's okay, because everyone's does.
Right?
Yeah. So, it's like, after the pandemic, we all were not okay. And so you come out of our little caves, and for the pandemic, I was basically in a single room because my grandma came to live with us, and I gave her my bed. I was sleeping. I have the luxury. I have 2 rooms, which is nice, and I slept in my library on the floor. And she lived, and then she passed away this summer. So I wrote this trying to, come out and engage with dating apps and things, and which is also its own hell. I know it's worse for women, but it's not. No one. What are we doing? It's like I can't figure it out. It's. I honestly have no idea. So anyway, this is what I wrote, and we'll see what happens. In this cafe and bookstore, there is a romance novel called Book Lovers. The lovers are set back to back, seemingly unaware of each other, as if at any moment they'll discover their counterpart. The man is slouching, almost lounging, while the woman sits up straight with her back nearly 90 degrees to her legs. The books they're reading are small, white, and identical. Twined snare, looped and unbound, looped around fingers and mind's toes, around tunneled sinew and freckled musings, jumping to conclusions that can never be. Which is to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what happened, and even more for what I couldn't open to. When asked which Jelly Belly I'd like, I responded, I wish there was a way to know.
Life's big questions.
In Exodus, after 7 plagues, it says, God hardens Pharaoh's heart. Whereas for the previous 7, it says, Pharaoh's heart was hard. So for locust, darkness, and the plague of the firstborn, Pharaoh has no choice to be made example of. God is hilarious. Cheapo McChubb's singles group of the Glorious Revolution. We put the oh my in BMI. Tucson's dust gets everywhere, in my hair, between my toes, and occasionally in my eyes. It blows like an earthen haze settling in layers. It greases my thoughts and weighs on my dreams. When damp, it becomes dark and hosts plants of limited kind. As a child, I saw a girl spin through the dust like a brass top. She spun as if there was nothing to do but spin, and for a moment she was right. Her dust was lovely, and I envied them. Sometimes I wonder, for the next civilization, if ossified televisions will be sold alongside trilobites. And that's it. Thanks.
I have to tell you people, this is probably our least well-attended Moveable Beast ever, but I love every one of you. I love you all. This has been such a remarkable reading, and I'm so glad you guys got to share it with us. My heart is all like misshapen and fuzzy, which I'm considering positive. Anyways, our next writer is Theo, who I just met this evening. Yay. Hello, Theo.
It's nice to be here with you guys. I've got 2 poems. This one's called Children of God. 1. What if God knew that anyone born into human flesh would be unlikely to succeed as Jesus? The hardships and challenges of being human and all the things that have to line up to enable productive work to be well received at the time when it can influence change would make any Jesus likely to fail. So, drawing from the strategies God implements in nature, as in the spawn of insects, sea turtles, sperm, and spores, to increase the odds, when Jesus returned, he returned as many people. And so, what if he was everybody? 2. Or what if Jesus was here, and he was the Son of God, just like they say, but he's not coming back, ever. And what no one tells you about his story is that he was humanity's one shot at preservation, but the bad guys won. And it's been settled ever since. 3. Or what if, using the Torah as a guide, we looked into the character of Jehovah and thought about what the Son of God, made in his image, would really be like? A genocidal and capricious egotist who destroys what displeases him in spurious and fickle judgment. And with that in mind, it seems more likely that the Son of God in that story took the form of Jesus' assailants and accusers. Those who were angered and threatened by his rise in status are more like the God of floods and destruction than Jesus ever was. One could say that everything Jesus did runs contrary to Jehovah's behavior. The sons of any God who would eject us from Eden for gaining knowledge could never stand for someone like Jesus, raising people out of ignorance. 4. And jealous Cain coveted the praise bestowed upon gentle Abel, and the jealous son of a jealous God multiplied and was rewarded sevenfold. But the murderous children soothed themselves with the story of Jesus, who they killed as Abel was killed. 5. And so, what if, like the insects and the spores and the turtles, the sons of God are everywhere, and they're winning, and they will always win. We tell ourselves that we are the children of gentle Abel, who had no children. We are soothed, and we are winning. Language carries meaning and the feel of what it means. There's a reason for the rhythm in the ways we emphasize, all of the ways that we say, and the sounds of the ways that we say. Within the music of our language is a code we recognize. Is that all it is? Is it is? Is it it? Now, is it? Is that all it is? Is it is? Is it it? Now, is it? Is that all it is? Is it is? Is it it? Now, is it? Is that all it is? Is it it? Is it it? Now, is it? One time gives a reason, another one time makes it go. 3 times is the key to making meaning start to show. 1 time gives a purpose, another 1 time works it through. If 3 makes a pattern, then the 4th time shows it's definitely true. How can any statement give a feeling, not a reason? Is the music of our language more than is blown and flows through chimes? How can the register and rhythm make a place for the statement to behave? How can a statement be convincing as a consequence of rhyme? 1 time gives a reason, another 1 time makes it go. 3 times is the key to making meaning start to show. 1 time gives a purpose, another 1 time works it through. If 3 makes a pattern, then the 4th time shows it's definitely true. Is that all it is? Is it is? Is it now? Is it? Is that all it is? Is it it? Is it? Is it it now? Is it? Is that all it is? Is it is? Is it it now? Is it? Is that all it is? Is it is? Is it it now? Is it? You may be the language. Within you may be the reason. You may be the voice you hear inside the rivers keeping time. The language of emotion is the music of the things that we say, such that the music in our language reflects our instrument of mind. Yeah. Thanks for letting me do that.
Totally amazing. Totally amazing. I think Stella's next.
Oh,
Stella, Eric? Eric, Stella.
Oh, I don't know how you said it.
Eric.
Eric. River!
Is that too loud?
Yeah, this is a European guitar that you can get for 300 and some bucks that I put a pickup in it. And on January 1st of 2022, this gentleman here sent me a draft of a poem performance that he was working on, and in the notes he mentioned Skip James's Bastapolo tuning, which was basically open D minor, dad fad. And I had played a little bit in Dad Gad, but had never really explored open tunings. And for some reason, I started playing in it, and a cognitive block that had kept me from finding my voice on the guitar was lifted. And I'll just demonstrate it a little bit. So if this was a standard 6-string guitar, you've got an E chord here. These two fingers are completely useless in creating the chord. So in open D minor, basically you tune these notes to be open. And what that gets you to do, you can play a harmonized scale up and down the neck with 2 fingers. So, but, well, if you practiced, you could. And it lets you, so you're starting with a fundamental harmony, either minor or major, and you've got 2 fingers to add whatever melody or harmony notes you've got to it. So I'm a little bit of a zealot. I'm open D minor, or if you have a 7-string, because classical guitar players don't use pinkies, and it makes perfect sense. I mean, just look at the piano. So 7 strings gives the hand just a beautiful place to play, and so let me try something else here.
we did 17 of these, not all of which I emceed, some of which David emceed, but probably were ready because, David doesn't think the floor is going to collapse
17 of
under
these
him.
events?
17 Moveable Beasts.
Cool.
Cool.
And we want to do 17 more.
Yeah!
So, tell your friends, keep coming back, do all the things. We just really need you to do all the things. Yeah. Because honestly, I don't know, I'm really happy now. It was just so nice. So great. Going to continue to be great. Because, so Stella and Theo came together, and I'm just like, these people are so beautiful. I'm like, what are they doing here at the Moveable Beast, where I'm really feeling scrubby today because I was doing a lot of crying earlier. And
Oh, honey, me too. I was crying earlier.
who cried earlier? Raise your hand. Okay. We've got a clear majority. Cry better.
Nominate you for the speaker.
But Theo just did these awesome poems. I'm so excited to hear Stella play. So please come up and join us. Next Moveable Beast is November 17th. Please show.
Hi guys. Today's been really powerful so far. I've heard a lot of stories about being compromised, be it marginalized, disabled, just the state of the world right now. It was really special to share with you guys tonight. Marvin? You played some really beautiful songs that I thought really brought us all together when just, we're all trying to process some very difficult stuff that's going on in the world. There have been a lot of really awesome poets and musicians this evening, and it's really cool to play with you guys. The theme tonight has been failing a little bit, and let's see. I thought I knew what I was going to play for you guys tonight. I wanted to, just to share that disability, mental health doesn't always look like what you would expect it to. I've been having some exams for disability recently. I look like a pretty able-bodied person. I'm not. It's my brain, it's my body, and I really, it's that I've ended up with the crowd of you guys tonight in the timing of my life that I have has been really special for me, just validating stuff. I'll just play a song. This is about my ex-boyfriend. Should have seen it coming from a mile. It's out a mile, miles kind of far away. Got scared when you start calling me baby. Man, again, I just really don't know what to say. Got tired of riding shotgun in your suicide lane. If I say you know, it'd just be more of the same. I didn't mean to break your heart, you know I really didn't. Seems like I'm stuck in the middle with you again. Learn the hard way from another. Can't go through this life expecting just any
like I'm up as cold and slightly self-collected. So tired of riding shotgun in your suicide lane. If I say you knew, it'd just be more of the same. Didn't mean to break your heart, you know, really didn't. It's like I'm stuck in the middle with you again. Tired of riding shotgun in your suicide lane. If I say you know, it'd just be more of the same. Didn't mean to break your heart, you know I really didn't. It's like I'm stuck in the middle with you again. I took my ring off. I'm gonna play one more.
Alright.
Hear 'em calling, whistling, hollering, but I walk right by. Won't know it, wants to go with. Well, I'm doing fine. Don't wanna know your name. Call you on the telephone. Just wanna do my thing. Going home around. No story, find it real boring. I've read it a dozen times. guys, can I play one more to leave us on a good note tonight?
Yeah, sure.
Light and shade on a sunny afternoon. Ain't got a job, so nothing to do. Want to get lost, let's get lost. Let your lazy mind take you away. Just listen to me, baby. Don't talk loud. Listen to the trees, maybe. Stare up at the clouds. Won't get lost. Let's get lost. Let your lazy mind take you away. Stars in her eyes, she's got her head in the skies, and she sometimes cries, but she's dreaming, better believe that I'm gonna be there by your side when you're sleeping. What the other boss ever lies. Oh, I like to circle around the whole world twice, just getting lost with you by my side. Don't wanna fuss, don't wanna fight, don't wanna go nowhere tonight. Don't wanna dance or carry on, don't wanna sing nobody's song. I wanna get lost. Let's get lost. Let your lazy mind take you away. Stars in her eyes, she's got her head in the skies, and she sometimes cries when she's dreaming. Better believe that I'm gonna be there by your side when you're sleeping. What the other boss said was, oh, I do circle round the whole world twice, just getting lost with you by my side.
I had to get on this hug line as well because that was awesome. Yay! Group hug! Group hug! Yay!
I didn't expect you to be a babysitter.
Secretly a hippie.
We are done. Okay, we're totally done. So, my darlings, we're done. You're awesome. We are going to ask you all to come back next time, please. Bring your friends, tell your friends.
November.
November 17th. Also, if you're on the Moveable Beast mailing list, at some point in that time, you may get you will receive an invitation to a backyard party in my backyard to celebrate my 60th birthday. Or maybe it's the 59th. It is something, and it's the 60th. Thank you.
Roughly.
It's, you know, I don't know.
You're coming in to the party.
Thursday, Friday, 60, 59, 60. So, oh, no, I never want to be 60 again. So, if you are not on I was so hot. I was so lost. If you're not on that list, sign up, because then you'll get an invitation. We'll play guitars.
But now you're just hot.
Oh. Thank you. Anyone who has energy, please help David pack chairs. Anybody who has money, please give it all to us.
Do that.